Hello and welcome to Middle-Aged Geek Girl. I'm Sally. Today I have some cross-stitch goodies that were kindly sent to me from VIPCrossStitch. So I've got one spring kit, one Joy Sunday kit, and a little accessory. So let's look at the accessory first. Now I thought this was a really cool idea as I have been acquiring lots and lots of needles because of all the cross stitch kits I have, and this is a magnetic needle storage case. Now if I can open it up, oh, I just realized I've got some permanent marker on my thumb from writing on the drill sets for videos I've just been filming, and yeah, I didn't clean that off before I filmed this one, but so if you see that black dot, I apologize, it's just permanent marker. But yeah, this is a really cool idea. It's got a piece of magnetic sheet that is well and truly attached there. As you can see, I can't get that off, and it will hold all of your cross stitch needles so you can put them in there without wondering where they are and accidentally sitting on them when they're on the couch. Now I'm not saying I know that from experience, you can't prove I have, so until there's photographic evidence it never happened. But yes, so this is why this is a really cool idea, and I like it. It's just a nice little black metal case for your needles. So yeah, that was a really good accessory that if you're a clumsy crafter like people I know, not saying me, but people I know, then yeah, that will definitely come in handy for you. Let's check out the two kits I got. We'll do the Joy Sunday one first, and this one is called Flowers Croissant Room, or I would just call it a bakery, and it's looks really pretty. What is it? It's a 14 count 37 by 29 centimeters, so not too bad, not too huge. So here is the chart, and that is printed as always on their really nice squeaky paper, and it's quite big too, so it's really easy to read. That's what I do love about Joy Sunday. Their charts are fantastic. And all the information we need here. So there are 44 colours in total. You've got 43 are of full stitch, and then 4 of the colours are back stitch. So not too bad, a fairly easy one to do. Looking at the canvas, here it is. So not too big. A little bit busy, so if you're a beginner it might be a little bit too busy for you because there is like 44 colours in total. Yeah, you will be swapping colours a fair bit, as you can tell by the way this is printed. So yeah, you probably want to be a little bit more experienced before you do something like this one. But the canvas is actually quite soft on this one. A lot of the times you get these canvases and they're quite stiff. This one feels quite soft, so I really do like that. And that's why, again, the charts are a great thing. So if you find that you're getting too confused with looking at this, you can go back to this and it's really nicely laid out. So I think this one will be an absolutely, I'll show you a bit of a better image of it. That's what it will look like. And I do like the colours in this one. It's very green, but I do like it. And of course, it's not the full canvas that needs stitching. So yeah, really happy with this one. But we should look at the threads before we move on. There's your needles. And of course, being that there are 44 colours, you've got 2 cards of floss. So there are colours 31 to 44. The first card, so we've got colours 1 to 15 there. And moving the first card aside, colours 16 to 30 there. Nothing too bright and overbearing, which is nothing wrong with bright and overbearing. I could be described as that sometimes, so I'm definitely not going to diss bright and overbearing, but this one is definitely more subtle colours. So really happy with this kit, looks great. I'd say maybe a more experienced beginner moving on to an intermediate would be best doing this one. But again, if you are a beginner who likes to bite off more than you can chew, well, the response to that one is bite off more than you can chew, but chew like buggery to get through it. So that's the first kit, and let me pop this one aside and we'll check out the second kit, which is a spring kit. So it's this one here, and it's of this beautiful girl. I think they're looking at a lotus flower, looking at that. And spring also have cool packages. I like the Joy Sunday packaging, and I also like the spring packaging because they can be reused. That's what I like about them. And again, with spring, you get your separate instructions on what to do. And you get a nice big chart as well. This one's 2 pages, but it's really largely printed and you can read it really clearly. So if you get stuck with the canvas, you can always come and check this chart. And their paper is a little bit squeaky. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice and squeaky too. We've got to have the squeaky paper. There's a better view of the actual image. And this one is 11 count 50 by 50. And here it is here. On the back, you've got all of your detail on... this one also is just full stitch and back stitch. So there are 47 colours that you use full stitch for, but there's 49 colours in total because a couple of the colours are reserved for the back stitch. 7, so there's 7 colours in total that you use for back stitch and 47 colours in total that you use for full stitch. So that's going to be nicely detailed. 50 by 50. The other thing with spring I like is that you also get the canvas in a separate bag so that it's not getting dirt on it from anything else in the packaging. There are your needles. We'll look at the floss while I've got it in my hand. I said 49 colours, so it's over 2 cards, and it looks like a really nice range of colours in here. Looking at there's a lot there of colour 34. That must be the background that I saw in the image, the yellow circle, I would say, yeah. Because you get more of it there as well, so they're definitely going to be using a lot of that. Of course, with 11 count, you're using 3 strands per go rather than the 2 strands of a 14 count. So you got some more there. They're really nice pinks there, and the others there. And I spotted it, so I have to say it. That's the first thing I spotted. Colour 15. Guess what number? Say it with me. 666. Yes, we've got a 666. So as soon as I spotted it, I went, is that what I think it is? And yes, it is. So we've got a colour 666 in this. That makes it an even specialer kit. Now let's have a look at the actual canvas. If she can find the opening. Here it is. And this is pre-stamped. It's like you can't, well, you can tell now that the light's coming through, but when it's like that, you can't really see that it's pre-stamped. For a second then, I had a little bit of a concern it wasn't. But there it is. Yeah, I might have to bring you up just slightly. There we go. And it's technically a partial. You don't have to do all of this part out here. It's only where the colour is you need to stitch. Now this one, a lot of colours, 49 as I said, but most of it is this 34, is this yellow background, which would be that big chongus part that I showed you. But this one should be fairly okay for a beginner, mainly because you've got so much spots of colour blocking. You've got a little bit of confetti there, but not too bad. And being an 11 count, it's a lot easier to see your holes, so to speak. But this is a slightly stiffer canvas, but that's okay. That's not a drama at all, and I think that one is going to be really pretty when it's done, because it looks quite monstrous when it's done with the stamped things, because of the look of the way her eyes look and stuff. She looks quite monstrous, but when you see the final image, it's definitely going to look really quite cute. So not a problem here. Let me pop this away and we'll come back for the outro and final thoughts. So here are the goodies that were sent to me from VIPCrossStitch, and once again a very big thank you to VIPCrossStitch for sending them through. I am happy with everything. I think Spring is a really good brand. They're definitely on a par with Joy Sunday. So if you are looking for cross-stitch kits, they're the two brands I would definitely get if you can get them first, because they do take a lot of time in the presentation of the packaging and making sure that the cross-stitching experience is going to be a lot easier for you, especially if you're new to cross-stitching. The charts are done so well. They're done on really good quality paper. They're big and easy to read. And yeah, so make sure if you're like me and you're finding sometimes it's really hard to see the canvas holes, which is why I don't really go any lower than a 14 count these days, because anything smaller I really do have a challenge seeing what I'm doing. And you know, there are magnetic lights and things like that you can use, but I just don't find that they work for me. So having good quality kits like this is really appreciated. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought of these kits. Do you have a favourite? I love to hear from you and I always respond. If you're interested in supporting the channel further, you can do so by going to Ko-fi or Patreon, and the details are up here on screen. Or if you would just like to support the channel for free, you can always subscribe, hit that like button and also the notification bell. But that will do it for this video. So no matter where you are, please stay weird, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.